When that Jumcheni ma NDC Emmanuel Kono Ayora Sidu Enketia Johnson the Sidu Ketia Yabonim Rane friend General Mosquito na NA Wakasaya what they out to just say Nanwa Daba to a course swimming day amene who pass say Sika and a bemu be bedin kunima batumwa ubedi and kunime sansa batu a course way Nabe Brenua ewo dibrebebre ewo Sika bebre now so near delegate pe and Otuabano edema wonum.
I also want to congratulate all the aspirants, both parliamentary and presidential. In fact, these presidential primaries has been one of the keenest in terms of movement and activity and campaigning. And from where I stand, I can attest to the fact that it has delivered dividends to the party. If we had had a sole candidate, I don't think that anybody will spend time going around all the branches and constituencies of this party to speak to them. These elections have demonstrated the supremacy of the foot soldier of the party. And so I want to thank the aspirants very well. I want to thank the foot soldiers. One notable thing that we found has also been that money does not decide who gets the votes in NDC anymore. So we heard stories about big men, potentially rich men, who could win elections. They all could not win, in spite of their wealth and riches and the stories we heard.
Afeyenko ningo pram esanse mrasube dwamni oho eye owura Sam not George na nanu adame me ndaba to ekoswe wonom enesi ahene ne etu ahene NDC Emmanuel Kodema ya woni ngo pram se wono anu mo san penti woto aba ede ema no na bra abato no ekwa wieye na wobo ne din se wono na edi nkodimo no wogina simpie so kasaye wode aseda ema wotwedi ampo Nyankopon ba Yesu Kristo sansa wono ena ogidi se nam ne so a ama nkonimdi ente se aba.
My strength, my being. I owe it all to Jesus, and I thank Him for it. To my family, my wife, my 3 lovely kids who prayed for me on Friday morning before I left home and told me to come home with victory. My parents who've stood by me, I'm grateful. To my constituency executives, the 25 out of the 28 who stood with me through thick and thin, I owe them a ton of gratitude. To the branch executives of Ningo Pram Pram, you opened your doors to me. You embraced my message. You rewarded loyalty and hard work. I can only make you one promise, the delegates and people of Ningo Pram Pram. Sam George will work even harder in the next parliament. Our next target is to achieve 100,000 votes for the NDC and John Dramani Mahama in the 2024 elections, and make sure that President Mahama is sworn in at the Black Star Square on the 7th of January 2025. That is the next focus of the constituency, myself and the executives. But I just want to say a big thank you to my delegates. Those of you who interviewed me in the morning, I said to you, they say fear delegates, but I trust my delegates, and they have not let me down, and I will continue to work for them.
One of the things that they've said against you in the past, most of the delegates, is the fact that when they ask you why you're not bringing much development to them, the response you give to them is that your mom is still in the kitchen. You've won with this resounding victory. There's a need for you to extend some sort of olive branch. What is going to be your approach, and also restating to them the role of an MP, because it does appear they do not understand you when you tell them what your role as an MP is.
You must have been speaking to the minority dissenting voices and views. The majority views in Ingo Pram Pram appreciate the work that Sam George is doing as their Member of Parliament, and that's evidenced in the results. Anyone who wants to work with us is welcome. But my team and I are focused. We are well capable and able to work on our own and deliver victory. We've done it before. 4 years ago, they turned their backs on us, even after we extended an olive branch to them. They decided not to work with us. 4 years ago, in 2016, they actually preached skirt and blouse after we extended an olive branch to them. For us, our way is forward. We look neither east or west, we look forward. We're focused on the job. My team and I will deliver 100,000 votes. Anybody who wants to join us is welcome.
Nebra ura Sam George eni abre edi aseda ema Yesu Kristo no na udru tomoro abato empesua ne so a Delegates afoto fe na wono so ani ajepa ya wodi aseda ema Delegates sansa wonom ena aboa edi nkunimdi entese amanwe
the top fan, the mentioned in say, Meta or so Yankopo Ase, Ewo Adekasia Waye Amame, any Jomro NDC, Titro Omo Yami Mujide, Nene Elye Elimre, Omabatu Abapa, Edi Amame, the Vega Omwase, Yani Osha Obi Biara, now to now come, Yami say 2024, 2025, Jomro, Sister Yatre, and then Usha Party and perform by Yano, the brain. Delegates, almost ordinary citizens. Almost the baby back says, I can two abandoned aircraft. When Chester and Pat Jomro, Ajimiatu, Tibeta Obi Biase, Mumia Cosinia Dumade, Yana Mesrani said, New York, my honorable Ekatia, Francis Ekatia Kwedu, Mesran, on the dom, Umayaka Wumum, as I said, it is not about me. Yanni said, you have winning power. Yanni, Ekosu, Yapasia Papa John, Mani Mahama, Ejumara, or Sadio, your Omra, Namoma Medokas, Afutofe, Jomrani Das, Metanechi, Yen to be pleasure, Najom Fan into Mapa Emfra, Najum Emra, Namapuno, Omontomo, and Martitru, Minifea, Mebam Amanina, they come 2024-25, they are the BBRC,Ganisha, Lega easy for Nase, media for any security personnel, Obibia about Yamishano.
Abra Jomoro delegated to Aba Edema Mame Afoto Fe any Egiano Udru Adenton Abato Empesio Swa Ura Aye Abu Ramadan and Nasa Adamu Ramadan Muhammad na wonon so ena omafo ho eto aba ema no na ninkunim de achi ena wode eto wonoma esi ahene ene eto ahene enim ema ne so enti se manyokuo ne manyina so se de nkunim de enu aba na so de aka ne ya adwuma kese no a se fiempe no ene aduanu na ye di anim na anu ade ye be ya no won beto abapa na abapa ne so won be kai omampanyi dada John Romani Mahama na womo ato aba no amano no abeje abanwa no no age oh my Ghana efree nkwasom.
I just want to give glory to God for this victory. It's a hard-won victory, but it's time to bring everybody on board so that collectively we work to ensure that we break that 110.
I saw that she gave you a really tight contest. Did you at any point think that you were going to lose the seat to Nana Oyebamkwado?
I mean, I knew what we had done. I knew we had engaged the people. I was very confident that we were going to win, but I think she did very well. All I'll say is she did very well.
So what should the constituent expect from you?
A very open member of parliament. We're going to work to bring everybody on board to ensure that we go into 2024 as a united force, to ensure that we break that one term in Adenta constituency.
They've already accused you on a number of issues that we spoke earlier when we met in the afternoon about not meeting some of the things you promised them. What are you going to do different this time around to convince them that you are actually going to work hand in hand with them?
We're going to work a lot closely with them. Everybody said that the real challenge for me was the primaries, and that once I was done done with the primaries, the general election was almost a given. So we're all going to work closely together to ensure that for the first time we break this one-term cycle in Adenta constituency.
Any message for your contenders?
Alhamdulillah. Well, I thank them for a good contest. And I'll tell them that they should all come on board so that we work together to ensure that NDC wins power in 2024 and then Adenta retains the seat for NDC as well.
Are you going to work with the candidates who have lost?
Sure. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I'm a very open person. So I'm going to work to bring everybody on board. I'll call her this evening or maybe tomorrow morning, and then we're going to start work together. Well, I thank all of them. In the morning when we spoke, I said to you that I'll show that the delegates were going to listen. We're going to break that one-term cycle thing, and God being good, we've seen the first step in breaking that one-term cycle, and I'm sure that together we can win this seat. I thank them very much, and for the confidence they reposed in me once again. I'm very grateful. It's not something that I'll take lightly. I thank them so much.
Afeyenko Koliklote Abaton Pesiaso Esanse Erazanito Rawlings Omanfo Ewoho Mitren DC Amanyo Konesia Hineni Etu Ahine Fo Kyerɛ Sampa Wabo adwuma into a sign Edin Kunimdie Abotreno Ebon.
Helped me to campaign, as well as to the delegates who recognized the fact that this was not about just talk, but this was about a track record of work and who is able to deliver.
It's been a while since any member of parliament from your constituency actually won the primaries back to back. I think you'll be the first individual to do that in close to 15 years. How does that make you feel, and what is the way forward for Team Zenato and the NDC?
Well, it's humbling actually, but it's also encouraging. It's a reminder not to just get complacent. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and so this is just a way to ginger us up and keep moving. It sends a signal that we are united and we're ready for 2024.
I mean, in the morning when I interviewed you, I posed a question about your father's presence and what it might have done or undone to your political career. You answered that your father wasn't there the last time.
In 2020.
In 2020.
But his spirit is behind us.
Say again?
But his spirit is behind us.
So you want to believe that your father's spirit is behind you?
Of course.
But he's not here today, but I can see scores of people jubilating at the result. And that shows things of your hard work. You agree?
I think it does. I think it does. I think it does, and I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful, yes.
Going forward in 2024, what should the NDC expect from you if the gap here is anything to go by? Is there any promise you'd like to make to probably the one who will be leading the NDC going forward?
No promises except for one, that we will work as hard as we ever work, and we will deliver on what we say we will.
Afeyenko Krowa Baton Pesiano so na Omanfo Honso Etoba Edema Nonyamfo Agnes na Momo Laute da wo hwe enkunumdi a odi ye no a na anu ede pa echen ankanedian mpo
Wabra woni nsentwefo edi nkomo ena madam na momo ede ensam tu dwase enani age ene endorsement bebrebe no afei wo hwe ni mu se delegates ahodo wo mu a ejina ye esi akan ni na no wo mu de wadwen kire beba na anyame adoma 2024 NDC amanyoko no ensentumi akatumi eno etire ena wode atudwa se abato we no eyade aneda na koma so pa sanse wo ye emahye bedweni ni na no wo mu akosoa awo opposition eno nti and was say dear would be a enya na femu dear no woman to me feel position na womo eminya to me no na etimia boa amagana mino aye ye afemensni phone na so ebeye
a lot to me because most people will not understand, but I have never used opposition as an excuse. My place, every resource I have available at the disposal of my constituency. And see, ye share primaries campaign as you know, it was my honest prayer say nyame ankasa edimi befemu for the people to know say mekase me domwa. I love them from the depth of my heart, and it is not just about politics. I'm prepared to go any length for me to make sure say almost so they are stabilized in life. Me who every day their progress are so manage it, and I believe say nunti na nyamia framing to this position into almost support. No, I don't take it for granted. 4 people contested me, into 5 of us contested for this position. So I can only say thank you to them. They did it in 2020, they did it in 2019, they did it in 2020, and they have done it again in 2023. Nyame enshira mu nyina.
Nekwakwamo and was say 2024 about 2 years wojidi pa sese de wo bia ede na dwenkyereba ene ne nkyerɛkyerɛ no ebetumi aboa ama NDC amanyɔkuo no etumi edi nkunim abato ebekoso
2024 with a united front, with us forging ahead, and say say we have to win power by all means legal. No. Yebeko Flagstaff House, no. I believe, say, we are all going to work so hard and smartly. Sen Yebeya will be able to, retain this seat. And yes, sir, you're retaining no keke, but you're the a bigger margin, ebe retaining, hope. And they say one of the days, now one of any time possible, Nyamibe Macro Abeye NDC. Stronghold. Oh, I wouldn't say MPP is not a match. Even when you are going to contest with Akwala, say I'll contest you. Not just in the 9 CBB so. And I've never prided myself in the fact say I'm better than any body. I look at everybody charitably and see me who what potentials and capabilities lie in others, and and I prepare for real competition any day, anytime.
Abusua yenyina we so na yenhome kase bo no so nya boafo nkrato tew ye ba ye de mo be kompesu ahodo no so na wonum a edi nkunim wonum nsem ye de aso.
Capsules.
Abusua fama munyina kwa baba enyumre no nse akase bo NDC amanyoko na no memenda abato a ekoso ho nsensemu na yewei yeduru kwabere isa nipa miensa na ejinaye na abranti a ankane ojinaye na nkoko onoposu ya na nkobia ene ne mpre no enra abato anase na anu abato no yirema ne pa sebenta no.
Biaya abatuo no ekoso na aposifo dodo na ene begu hono mu awomo ehwe aboban sede beye na basabasa ya na se mentimi ho asibia no enkoso ewo ho delegate no wahwe ni mu se wo beba beto aba aya 2165 abatuo no ehyasie no na ekoyie kopimse nipa baako ede wo bi voter ID card ebegine mu a na woto aba no ede amanipa no na aposifo nsa eka no wo mo de no kwakire EC office afei eye polling station honum no wo mo sanso dane no edema empenifo abatuo no eba ne wieye no na eye John Dramani Mahama ena unya 98% wabra era akojobonso enya less than 2% enumo steba parliamentary candidate na Wura Joseph Amankwa enya 735 vote wono enwodi nkan nia otosu mienu eye Sakib Oma wonya 671 vote na afei nia otosu miensa eye Frederick Safo wonya 358 vote enunti ni nankemfuano na eye 1764 vote.
Ni anamo a me ne omko contest o me mienu ba ma hwe ase nya na wieye omo se omko ame onom nko enka bomu ewie nkunimdie me ne onom nyina ba be kan bom anya hwe kro omko round so omka bibi e be tase nsem ni bi ne tie the national manifesto eba nya kan nyina dia bom na ye dia move agenda 2024 forward nti saa de no omo anko na so ombe ka me ho na me ne onom nyina ba na se ye kwa ono wa chita afọ eba na fe ho biem na ebetena se constituency 24 so me di onom ko me na say me osafo do me na me bedi osana nim na me ni onom akọ me na me di onom ko nti se me koi na me gya me ni anum a me ni onom ko contest ye chi a me ko ne sen e na ye me di onom nyina na e kan bom ne ye ko nti ye ko ne pepepe na mo wi ahwe se ye be project John Dramani Mahama and na me nim say ha de wonya 100% ti Ghana de nyina e kan bom a anye bibia 99% de woko ya oba be ye sack bearer.
Ma biri man nyina ne mema delegates nyina NDC fu nyina. Honorable Ewini ye nyina wo mo lusu yi. Ye bonya mempaye. Honorable sawo homia. Wo be fro wo nyina ka bom ne nyina ye jima. Na ye da challenging MPP na ya bo honorable amankwa na wa goji 2 million MPP for na kwabiri ya nya MPP ebe history amankwa be ma kwabiri ya history o honorable amankwa wa be ka obi abom ama ya ya jima ati sit no kwa free MPP for ma me say na wa ya jima ama kwa abiri nyina ma kwa abiri asane ya kwa nye ma me say wa ya bro
NDC na awini enye amankwa enye Shakib enye friend ye nyina ye kabom as one team na ya ye adwuma send e be ya betima agitu mi no obi anhwe de kwa abiri tie the quality the sabio MPP for fabric aye nyina yeti mo aye nyina and nemo bi o entwe amankwa so oba he will be the first candidate ever in NDC yes wono and a PC ama fabric
Afeyenko esikumodo be brakwa esonse Ural Haji Kobna Ganza and Omanfo Santo Aba ede Emmanuel ya wobedi NDC amanyoko no anim apre emrashibedwam akonyano
Wabra wane yamani boni heridonko ekasa ye na wedi tu dwase ahokyere omanfo a wonom ewon peswane so efa mu no nyina ejina NPP amamu boni a wonom ebuni nti isenti wone ni party mpanifo ene ekoma ne nyina abaye adwumaden se beye na afempim yenu ene eduno nan abaye beto no NDC amanyoko no ebeje mampani akonnwa no wasanso agi mrashebedwa akonnwa no so ede piso
ene asema esie ina efie asem internal elections ye koye election bia no nipa ba ko ne bedi nkonim enti no se nkonim di na aba eno nkyere se me superior to him ono so okoye ne homework ye ejidi de mre bi baba ono so betumi ebe ginem na wen win ti sane ande men win na ni ameka ne se manage bebre say meto nsafra no de omana ye ntra ha matumi aba ema ye mienu ina no ye tia shoulder to shoulder na mjidi de ye be ye adwuma bom na 2024 okun papa na la eda ye anim no ye tumi akwaje tumi no se say de Ghana for bre egwadi for bre teacher for bre nurse say bre teachers say bread all sectors of the economy ajiga into na be here say well MPP for be makwan na NDC aban a omampani John Dramani Mahama obeda no aba na yatumi atoto yama Ghana afa ne campaign fra nti we na ye be strike Ghana fu ina say one time NDC achiri na yankwaje tumi no embra
Wakasa wiye ye ena ora William Edu Odro a NDC primary si wodi nkuku nso ede tu dwa wo kire se omu se omanfo anto aba ma no de na nso se wonom eyi Alhaji Alhassan Kobina se wono ena wonom eta na tintin wono so ene ne kuoma na se wono so ene ne chitafo so ebeta na gise beye na wonom ebe adwumaden na ma NDC amanyoko no etumi akonanim nensem no ebini
ya edikai mede asda kese bema eyankasa ye MP ewo ni juma wedi aye kire se NDC for ewo jide wonimu se ono ona 2024 yedne ko oko a betuma di kunima ye nya ehwe abre NDC besa so di asda kese ama wo mu ya jide wonimu se meso metimi aye adwuma ewo AOB a wo so omotuma ame na ye nya yenim se okọ abatu dia ti bia de nipa baako na bodi nkunim obi a hia delegate na obi aka nensem na dodo na se dia honorable Alhaji Gansa aka no eno ne yepese yedi akire nti ye nyina so de ahode beta akire dodo na omudi machi na obi a ne botai ne se NDC be win 2024 nti mechita afọ de say AOB be winning MP, near some winning president, and in here, Yambotaiti, Yenia, the Ahoa de Beta, Honorable Alajigan Seti, no way you could have been away.
Afeye free amanyo semu na yemfa ye ni tremu ewo ensemfo from na nanu arehosem ya esi ye ewo weja fana enam so ema mofra enkono etitito nsuomu wabra na wapon suku ekofie ema wonum hwere wonum nkwamiensa penenya wonum chididi mu wono ama kran mantam so for Henry Court akobon sra wo ho ne bra woduru ho no wo kire se ahomtepa se atorenchem sei esi anasa arehosem ente se esi na hwehwemu kakra wo ye kire se abemu anu ana oka kodo no wonya ni nrufie du nwotwempo eno kire se nipa nheda anye ni da ho ne nam so ema asa arehosemi eba ye enti efri na akure tinton tan wasisi se woni mfie du nwotwe ekọ nanimu a woni ho kwan se ukakodo empotemo.
We will come back and donate to them a canoe and an outboard motor to ferry the children to and fro to school. However, we have cautioned them that the canoes will not be used for fishing. And again, it cannot be owned by anybody. In fact, we will be bringing them some life jackets. Once we deliver the life jackets to them, the security and intelligence agencies, as part of the directives I've given them, to come up with recommendations. One area that we have cautioned them strongly is that going forward, as part of the recommendations, all operators of canoe in this area shall, and operational where shall, be registered by the assemblies.
Esansa atoyenche mwintino empenifo pawo abejekua weni ebeko ebusiafo awahwe wondihye no eho na afenso womo ahyese aposifo enhwese emwebia esefata no womo edema asafo ni na awofo yi awahwe wondihye asrese ankeye no yenye no na wochi we sanse ba no noise making no eyeye nuanomo enkrafo ehomowo afahye no ebaso enuntu womo mpese ebesi ho kwan emahye bedwani ya wowo botiano english amafo mesini mu eye for Sylvester Tete when in Central for Ekasai.
The Minister has directed for a committee to work and provide a proper report on this community. I think that as a country we cannot continue to pay lip service to development.
Enrada na enanum nyina da eda yesi honom se yede ekai maamenom enanom adwumasono atu ho ache ene adwumaden a woye eba emantetiemu ni mpo ekunonom ene abusua entetiemu a na uduru asantemantam kropo kumasemu a ekuo ya yefre wonom Royal Ladies eye adwuma anase ohwehwe adwumasono bi kra edebo enanum nyina abaso.
Enrada wo krofrom ai no wo kumase wa santemantemu na ekuo bi a yefre wonom Special Royal Ladies enso esim konwa wonom edi wo ho enkomo na assembly woman Emma Edumafo ai no ewo Kwabre East mansinum onemonyamfo ya boachewa editu dwa wo kire se ekuo ya yefre wonom Special Royal Ladies ekuo bi a wonom ebutaye ene wonesuade hunne se wonom ebeboa eye orphanages ahodo ene presence anase enedrefi ahodo na esanse enrada yi aye Mother's Day anase ema nyina dentino na eho behia se womoso ebesi nkonwa na wonom age omani ensem wode tu dwan ebini
si aye santi kue ene se afeso a yebeko ne de afie ni akondidi amaye nuanom a womo ne de afie womo so anya biati enyanka ekunafo eno so da yakoma so se yebehwe nyanka ne ekunafo yapoa wo mano abrenyi na ne edidi ama wo mu ebiati ene eye emada ene ye madai eye Special Royal Special Ladies yeshia ewo krofrom a enye se eye ho eneteye na ye ema eja eye ene ye afofida kese enti esema ye betna se ye didi ye ho nkomo na ye gi ye ni sɛ ɔreba ɛyɛ ɔbaatan a ɛnyɛ wo nko a woyɛ funu ba na ɛsɛ wo hyɛ no sɛ wo so bɛyɛ ɔbaatan pa ne sɛ wadi tie amu oni biebie ti